Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to your August 2014 Runescope with me. My name is Amanda. Just want to remind you to also check out the video for your rising sign if you know it, because that can give you some additional information about other areas or issues that maybe you may be dealing with in August, or it can just clarify some things in this very general sun sign reading. Of course, the only way to get a reading only for you is to contact me and get an appointment, and I'll do a reading for you on Skype. It's $65 for a half an hour session. Just drop me a line at the email address below this video if you would like to set up a reading. And it can take me a few days to get back to you sometimes. I just go in the order that I receive requests, so please be patient. I promise I will get to you. But like I said, it can take a few days just depending on the demand on that particular day. But this month I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently. I'm going to be using the rune stones instead of the rune cards. So I'm actually going to be casting the stones. This is the way they read runes in ancient times. So this is how you will see it most often done in films and on television. And I do this for myself when I read myself. This is how I do it. So post up in the comments, let me know if you like this method. It's something I may alternate between this and using the cards, you know, 1 month with the cards, next month with the stones, something like that. So let me know what you think. Let me know how these things play out, as always, in your life. It always interests me to find out how the predictions play out with different people. So without further ado, on to your August Runescope. Greetings, Geminis. Welcome to your August 2014 Runescope. I've changed angles if you've been watching some of the other videos. So hopefully this one will work a little bit better. It's all an experiment this month. But you guys are innovative and adaptable, so bear with me. Just focusing on what will help the most of you the most for August of 2014. And let's see what we got. And apparently there's going to be a rune that falls off of the table every time this month. So let me just retrieve that one. Okay. Actually, I think that one goes there. They kind of group themselves together. And so, we'll see here what we've got for gens. Okay, for your challenge for the month of August, Gemini, there seems to be a delay around something, and this is something that will have been taking a while. You've been working on this for a while, so this, I mean, you know, it's going to be different for everyone, again, because I'm reading for so many people. So this could be a new relationship or one that started earlier this year, but one that's been gradually moving along. So, I mean, you may have been with this person for a while. You may be working on a project. Maybe you're trying to start your own business. Maybe you recently started a new job this year, but it is something that has been more of a gradual shift or change. There may seem to be, you may be questioning this for some reason in August, or there may be a delay around something you're trying to build on, a relationship you're trying to move to the next level. However, this is not a bad delay, Gemini. You know what, you're still going to be able to be successful with this. It's just, there's a glitch, there's something that needs to be addressed before you can move forward. But it's not, you know, the end of the world. It's not the end of this project or relationship or anything like that. It is just a minor delay. And you know, it's not that big of a deal. So for your challenge for the month of August is really, you know, I think you're still going to be able to be feeling very positive about what this is. Still enjoying it. Still, you know, continuing with it. Some of you may, if this was like a class or something new that you have been taking, or something new that you've been looking into or studying, research that you've been doing, for those of you who are in school or writing a book or, you know, anything like that, It may be that other things just kind of take your attention in August away from something that you really have been working on for quite some time. Again, this is a long-term project, and it may just be that you are distracted by other things in August because you have a lot going on in other areas and you have to kind of put something on the back burner or put something on hold. You'll come back to it. It's not a big deal. So don't feel, try not to feel frustrated or you know, discouraged because you just, you know, you make it to the end of August and you're like, oh, I haven't had time to do anything with this. I haven't had time to focus or spend time with that person or see that person much or work on that project very much, because you're going to go back to it. But these other things in your life in August need attention. So, the help that's going to be available to you, though, is that there's one of the things that's going to need your attention is something very positive that's happening. There's going to be a victory for you, you know, and this could be a victory that maybe you were very negative about. Maybe you didn't think it was ever going to happen, or, you know, maybe you didn't feel like you were, like a certain situation would ever rectify itself. Maybe you felt, you know, maybe you were just really stressed about something in your life. And maybe if there's something that's been going on for so long, you just kind of had accepted that it's always going to be this kind of, in this kind of negative shape. Or that this certain situation or relationship is always just going to be tenuous or difficult, and suddenly it turns around in August and you're able to see a very positive change here. And moving forward, things are going to be very different for a situation that has been, up until this point, negative or difficult. So for a lot of you, this is going to have to do with home, family, could be an inheritance or property. Some of you may be moving, looking at properties. Maybe you are looking to move and you find the perfect property in August, or you're actually moving in August. And that would explain definitely why other projects have to be put on hold if you're moving, because that's, you know, that takes a lot of work and focus. And, you know, obviously you would be focused on that for most of the month. But I also see you being able to leave something behind that has been kind of a thorn in your side, Gemini. So any situation or person that has been just irritating you or difficult for you, you know, it does seem that you're going to be able to move beyond this. Now, some of you will, this relationship will go to the next level or be repaired or get better, be healed, or you may just decide to cut someone out of your life, or at least distance yourself for a while, because maybe, you know, it's just been a difficult, negative kind of experience for you. So some of you may be moving on, leaving behind a situation that has been, and again, with this rune, it has been kind of maybe the most difficult thing you've been dealing with this year. So I see a shift or a change for a lot of you in that area, or just you deciding, okay, I'm done with this. I've done all I'm going to do with this. I'm not giving any more energy to this. And again, this could have to do with home and family, or maybe it's just been anticipating a move and you've really been stressed about that. And finally in August, you get to the new place, you get all your boxes unpacked and finally get moved in. You're definitely going to be doing a lot of communicating in August. Communications will be coming and going from, you know, not just business, but I mean family, friends. Maybe a very social month for you, Gemini. But mostly I see a lot of this going back and forth digitally. So over email, on social networking, text messages, things like that. And, you know, that may be how you're dealing with all of these situations, really. You could be, you know, of course, getting things set up for a move, contacting people via email, contacting companies to set up cable and utilities and all that sort of thing. You know, letting people know, you know, what's going on with you. You may be invited to a lot of things too in August, Gemini, and you may have to pass on some just because you're so busy with all these other things you have going on for you. It's a very, August is a month where you're very focused on you because you just have so much going on. For most of you, this will be one major thing. But for some of you, this may be, you know, several different areas of your life because again, it's different. It'll be different for all of you, but you can also get some very good advice in August if you need it, Gemini, whether it be legal advice or advice from a therapist, if you need to see a therapist or a doctor, get any kind of medical advice. If you've been searching for someone to help you with any issues or just to help you know what to do next in a situation. You know, if you need to speak to anybody at a bureaucratic organization about getting something set up, you can contact and find the right person in August, no matter how long you've been looking, because sometimes it can take a while to find the right person who you feel that can help you. You know, there has to be a connection in those sorts of situations, particularly if it's a therapist. You want to make sure that you found someone that can help you. So yeah, I think that August, if you've been looking for someone like that, you can definitely find someone who will be able to help you, give you good advice. Some of you may just be going to someone you trust for advice about, you know, some of these hurdles that you've got in August, or about certain situations in your life, and they're going to be able to give you some really sound advice, or they may just say something that really touches your heart, that really kind of cuts through all the everything else and to the heart of the matter, and really speaks to your soul. Someone may speak to your soul in August, Gemini, and it'll be good because you'll feel supported. You won't feel alone, or because it looks like some of you may be dealing with you know, some big changes in August, and it's always helpful to know that you have someone there to help you out. Those of you dealing with an inheritance situation, if you've been looking for legal representation, or you know, if you're going through a divorce and you need to get a lawyer, that's another way this can work. It looks like you're going to find just the right person in August who will really go to bat for you, really knows their stuff, and will be able to give you excellent advice, kind of guide you through whatever this situation is that you need their input on. So that's what I see, Gemini. Big changes happening in August, and you know, maybe one thing that has to be put on hold, but it's not a huge deal. You're gonna, like I said, you're gonna come back to it. So that's what I see. Good luck for August, Gems, and I'll be back in September with your Runescope.